What's up my loves, my name is Paige.
And I'm Ash.
And this is Pages with Paige, and today we're going to be doing Twist Chooses our March TBR. So, in the month of February we weren't doing any punishments. Even if there was punishments, we're good.
Yeah.
So Not Safe for Workathon is running from the 1st to the 31st. So the prompts, as you'll see, will all be on the board ready to go with some new ones. So can't wait to show you those. And yeah.
Yeah, alright, let's go.
So for the month of March, the Not Safe for Workathon STD edition is running. So we've got our beautiful Pokedex with our Pokemon badges that we can achieve. If you want more details, I'll leave it in the cards up above and in the description box down below. There is a giveaway if you manage to collect all the badges. So yeah, with that, we've got the prompts just straight going onto the board, but we do need to pull them out. However, I've got a few more. So we've got 2021 book haul, 2020 book haul, game swap, so that's then having to use someone else's TBR game to pick a book, whether you pick the book that they've chosen or using the game to then pick. And then our Doomsday Card. This is I have to be picked, and you have to read a book you've been avoiding. So what this is it's a non-negotiable. One of us has to pick it before the end of the game. It can be the last punishment thing, whatever, but it has to be picked. If not, we get to come up with a punishment for one another, which could be both humorous and disastrous. And it has to be picked, and you have to be picking a book that you have avoided in some way or another. With Not Safe for Workathon consisting of 9 prompts, we need 15 more to make up our board. So we're going to draw them out and see how we go. So, let's see what's going on the board. I got 2021 book haul.
I got Smut.
Mood read.
Newly or newest published.
Sequel.
Classic.
Non-fiction.
Stolen book.
Morally grey characters.
Short chapters.
Thriller.
Oldest published.
New to me author.
I have to be picked.
Oh no, you got it! What the fuck? We got 3 out of the 4.
That's insane.
And 2020 book haul.
Oh wow.
That's
Damn.
how we got the 3 out of the 4. Oh no! Oh no! We only have 5 spins each. There are 9 prompts. Oh dear. And I want to pick some of these. Am I going to shoot myself in the foot? Alright, we're going to put this on the board and we'll be ready to go.
Scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper, rock.
I want you to go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Left hand yellow! Left hand yellow. Now. None of the ones that you want. Yeah. You know what's gonna make me laugh? What? If we don't get it yellow from here on out. Yeah, that's what I'm scared about.
So on my first spin, I got Mood Read with left hand yellow, and I am reading 'Twas the Night Shift Before Christmas by Adam Kay. First book I finished in 2021 technically was This Is Going to Hurt, so I really wanted to actually read the follow-on book to it.
And Ash kindly gifted me that copy, so now he can enjoy it.
Now I get to read it too. Alright, spin number 2.
I'm taking it. Right foot blue. Of course, because now I have to use that one. Oh. There we go.
So for spin number 1, I got Right Foot Blue. So I went with Trichomoniasis, which is a Not Safe for Workathon prompt, and that is to read a book that has either 5 or 14 letters in it, or a title that you can't pronounce, because Trichomoniasis is a mouthful. I found a book that has 14. I could not find any on this shelf or my other one, which is like my main series shelf, and we found The Ethical Slut. So this is by Jeanette Hardy and Dossie Eston. This is a non-fiction about going beyond conventional monogamy and looking at learning better skills for love, sex and intimacy. I think it will be really interesting in looking at communication skills and things like that. And yeah, so it's essentially looking at poly relationships, open relationships and things like that. Not that Ash and I are interested in that, but I find the topic really interesting, so ready to read it. And on to spin number 3.
Left foot yellow. Well, you can go for an Untitled prompt. But no, it's okay. No, for safety's sake, I am doing this. But like, baby, I still have so many options. It's fine, you don't have to take one for the team yet. Taking one for the team straight away, because there is no guarantee that we won't end up.
Alrighty, for spin number 3, I got left foot on yellow, which I took the I have to be picked, because I
was taking one for the team.
Taking one for the team.
Thank you.
Now with this one, we have to read it, and we can't keep avoiding it, so the one that keeps repeating itself onto all of my TBRs lately has been Brandon Sanderson's Skyward. I am forcing myself to read it this time. It's not that I don't want to read it, it's just I always put it off and read something else instead. So I'm forcing myself to do it. We're gonna get it done.
I believe in you.
Alright, spin number 4.
Oh dear, I'm not on my... You're not on your... Left hand yellow. Right hand yellow! Oh damn. what do you want? I've had 2 rights. We could go that way, or I can go that way and make it a little easier for us. It's up to you. We're gonna go... Okay, listen.
So spin number 4 was right hand yellow, and that I ended up going with 2021 book haul, which is so exciting. So for my birthday, you won't have seen yet, but Ash picked up an arc from work, which was House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland, and I'm so excited to get to this. So there were heaps that I could have picked from. I'm so fortunate with April and Cara gifting me so many for my birthday, and Ash for just being so wonderful and constantly getting me little gifts, but I've decided to go with this one. I'm really excited for it. This isn't going towards Not Safe for Workathon prompt.
Oh.
So yeah, fits the mood of the month though. And on to spin number 5.
Please don't be yellow. Please don't be yellow. Green. That's the green. Left foot green. I'm gonna take that classic. Really? What classic?
Alrighty, for spin number 5, I got left foot on green, which I picked classic. Now, I've been meaning to get to 1984 by George Orwell, so that's the one I've picked. There's a new edition in at work, which has a beautiful hardcover, and I might be going and buying that, so I can read that. On to spin number 6.
So for spin number 6, I got left hand yellow, and I decided to go with UTI, which is a Not Safe for Workathon prompt to read a book related to water in some way. So it could be in the cover, part of the plot, or anything like that. And so I've decided to go with We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. This is kindly gifted to me by April, so I'm getting 2 in. And I have no idea if it's water related. I'm assuming this here is water, and it also mentions the California coast on the back. So that's water. That counts. We're adding it.
That's wet enough for us.
Yes, definitely. Alrighty, on to spin number 7.
Left foot red. Okay. I can't even see my options. Genital warts, gorilla, chlamydia. What was chlamydia? Chlamydia is a soy bug. What's herpes? Herpes is a book you've seen in multiple locations. Wait, yeah. Set in multiple. No, seen. I've seen it in multiple locations. So like you've seen it on my bookcase, but you've also seen it on your bookcase, or where have my sticky notes gone? Well, I've seen it in multiple piles, because it's the name of the wheel. Really? I'm trying to go for herpes. There we go.
I'm a glutton for punishment. I got my 3rd left foot, which was on the colour red, and I picked Herpes. So for Herpes, it is a book that appears in multiple locations. So I am picking the next 3 volumes in Full Metal Alchemist, because it's appeared as not a bind-up, as a bind-up, as a series.
As the special edition ones.
And also as an animation. So yeah, I decided to pick it, and away we go.
Beautiful.
On to spin number 8.
Hi, my booty. Hi, baby. Oh, shit. Well, at least I got what I want. And that's another yellow, so that's another spin. I was on my last spin, apparently. What was that? Oh, no! What? That was 2 left-hand yellows in a row. So it's a double punishment. Oh, dear. Because that was my 3rd yellow. But also, you had 2 in a row. Yeah. Of the exact same thing. Yeah. Plus 2. Okay.
So next up was left-hand yellow, which happened to be the same prompt that I got last time. And my 3rd yellow in a row. So that's an extra 2 points. Yay, love that. So I decided to go with gonorrhea, and that is to read a book that will have you clapping by the end. And so I've decided to go with The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 3rd in the first Miss Bonner era, and that's exactly why I'll be clapping, because I will have finished that trilogy off, and for me, that is finishing the series. Like, I will still do the 2nd era, but that is a separate series, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like the way that Robin Hobb herds of trilogies, but it's the Realm of the Elderling series. But yeah. It's the Realm of the Elderling series. So happy I will have completed this. This will also be working towards Finish-a-thon, which is hosted by my friend Darshell and it's the first week of March. And I also think I'm going to really enjoy this, so clapping because I'll have enjoyed it as well. Yeah. On to spin number 9.
That's what. Alright, a last legit spin. Right foot yellow. Wait a minute. No! No! You get 2 bonus spins. I have. And you will have only 1 prompt. All the prompt. Would you like to make this spin? Alright. I's not fun, but I's fun.
So for my spin number 9, I got right foot yellow, which is my 3rd yellow. So that got me an extra spin. But I also cleared the board of yellow. So I also get another spin. So for this one, I had to pick oldest published. So for that one, I have picked Dante's Divine Comedy and part number 1, which is Hell. I've got the trilogy at home, which I haven't managed to get through, so I might as well start reading it. I've got 2 classics in my lot this month, but we'll see if I get to them both. Okay, spin number 10.
So, last of my actual spins. Fuck's sake! Left-hand yellow again. Oh no, sit back baby, sit down. Oh. Because we've cleared the board. We've cleared yellow. What is this fucking yellow? That's the 2nd time. We have a cursed spinner. We do. And should we leave them upside down so they're a mystery? You don't know what they are, that's the punishment. Right.
So for my last of my normal spins, I got left-hand yellow. Again, for the 3rd time. So essentially the way that it worked was I had the 2 bonuses from doubling up, and now I've doubled up and doubled up. So I have 5 bonus spins. Yay! But I decided to go with the prompt buddy read, which I couldn't actually see. So they were all laying upside down. I was just like, let's go that one. Which could have ended very dangerously. But thankfully, I'm going with Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, and this is a buddy read because I will be doing this as my book club on Discord, the Library of the Unread, as our March's Pick. So we'll all be reading it as a little group, and I'm really excited to. This will fulfill the prompt of syphilis. Read a book that has been passed on to you or you've passed on to another, because Ash kindly passed this on to me.
It's one of the first books I bought you.
Yeah, and essentially because the dust under the dust jacket was so beautiful that we couldn't not. So yeah, I was very excited to receive this, and I'm very excited to now read it. And yeah, so Jesus Christ.
Punishment spins.
Punishment spins number 1 for you.
Blue! Blue! What's the blue? What do we have left on your side? We got non-fiction syphilis and stolen book. Short chapters is underneath your leg. I would take non-fiction. Or non-fiction. I would take non-fiction. Okay. Is that because it's more comfortable? Yes.
Alright, punishment spin number 1. I got Right Foot on Blue, which I picked non-fiction. I bought this around Christmas time and I want to read it. So it's The Happiest Man on Earth by Jaku. Now this one's based on a gentleman who's just turned 100 last year. He was in one of the, I believe he was actually in Auschwitz. And it's basically his story about how even after, you know, everything that he went through, he can still be the happiest man on earth. He still smiles, can still push through every day. And I've been really interested to get in and read it. I actually met him when I was in high school, when I went to the Jewish War Museum in Sydney. He was our tour guide through it. So I'm really interested to get to this and actually read through it. I imagine it's going to hit home hard, but the positive message I imagine will be quite a good one. So yeah. All right. Your punishment's been number 1.
What's Cheshire again? Passed on, no. Recommended by word of mouth. Tried scratching an itch, which could be smart. I don't know crabs.
Alrighty, so for my first punishment spin, I got left foot green, and so I decided to go with crabs, which is read a book that will scratch that itch, and so I decided to go with Oh My Gods by Alexandra Shepherd. I have been so excited to read this, and I just keep putting it off and not getting to it. This is the month. I am so excited. So this will be fulfilling my Read My Rainbow challenge for this month, and I'm so keen to get to this. Like, oh my god, I've got crabs! On to your second bonus spin.
Thank you. Right foot blue! Right foot blue! Short chapters down here, Morrow, grey, stone, book, or syphilis. Syphilis.
So for my second, I got Right Foot Blue, which gave me syphilis. And it's apparently a vicious case of syphilis.
And do you know what's funny?
What?
I gave you syphilis and you gave me syphilis.
Yes. So this is a book that's been passed on by someone else. Paige passed this one on to me to read because she believes I'll like it. I haven't actually read any by P.E. Schwab.
No.
So this will be my first go-to.
And I think it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good. So that's my bout of syphilis. Alrighty. Your spin, bonus spin, punishment spin, number 2.
Alrighty. Bonus spin number 2 for me. Yes. Right hand blue. I think that's going to go short chapters. That's probably a smart move. Yeah.
So for my second punishment spin, I got right hand blue, and I decided to go with short chapters because we love short chapters in this household. We hate long chapters. However, my short chapters coincides with my genital warts, which is to read a book outside of your comfort zone. So for some god unknown reason, I'm going with The Silence of the Lambs by Thomas Harris. I am a fucking chicken. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. This is not a good idea. This is very much not a good idea. But I want to make progress in the series so I can at least get through some of it. And the next book is this. So, alright, and on to your last bonus spin.
Woohoo!
Left hand yellow. Surprise, bitch! Okay.
So for my last bonus spin, I got Left Hand Yellow, which is a reread. So for this one, I decided to pick, after hearing some news that Patrick Rothfuss, that he's now making progress on it, he's actually happy to write in the world, which he hasn't been for a long time. I am excited to pick up The Name of the Wind again. Paige bought me this beautiful 10th anniversary edition for Christmas, and it's amazing. Thank you so much.
That's okay.
It's so gorgeous. And hopefully I'll be able to get a matching 10th anniversary edition since it's the 10th anniversary of The Wise Man's Spear this year. Pat.
And then we have to wait.
It's been such a long time.
10 more years from whenever the third one gets released to get you a matching edition for that.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm done with bonus spins. It's all up to you now, baby.
Thank you.
Your spin number 3.
I'm finished. Hey! Good job! I still have 3 more spins. Alright, right-hand green! Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, Sheila! Do you want me to spin for you?
Alrighty, so for my third bonus spin, I got right-hand green. And I decided to go with Shigella. And that is to read a book recommended word of mouth. And I don't know if she's directly said it to me or not. I'm pretty sure she has. But Cara has said that Foul is Fair is one of her favorite books of last year, and she highly recommended it. So I could message her and say, hey, can you recommend me this while we're on FaceTime? And she'd be like, yes. So I have no doubt that she would recommend this word of mouth. This is by Hannah Capin. I don't really know what it's about aside from murder. And I'll be buddy reading this with Edenisreading from the 18th. So if anyone would like to join in, just leave me a comment. I'm really excited to get to this though. I bought it last year and I've wanted to dive in for ages. These also have really short chapters. Alrighty.
Bonus spin 4.
Yay.
Please. 2 more. Purple yellow. Purple yellow. Oh no. This is just really painful. Oh no.
Alrighty, so for my 4th bonus spin, I got right foot yellow. So again, I couldn't see what it was, and I picked this one, which is only text on the cover. This was really hard until I looked at my non-fiction shelf. So 2 non-fictions in a month on top of the books that I have. Help. But I've decided to go with Everything is Fucked, a book about hope, and this will be fulfilling the prompt of Happiest, read a book that has appeared in multiple locations, because I've seen this at the bookstore, I've seen it on my shelves, I've seen people recommend it just because they think that it's a really humorous self-help book that's not a self-help book. But yeah, I'm really excited to get to it. I really enjoyed the subtle art of not giving a fuck. I think Mark Manson writes in a really accessible way, and I'm hoping that it just doesn't feel like non-fiction and I can get through it pretty easily. And this I will have the audiobook for, whereas the Ethical Slut I will be physically reading, so I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, should be an interesting read.
Your last bonus spin.
Thank fuck.
Spin number 10 for you.
Okay, one more. One more. Ah. Oh, dear sweet Jesus. Right-hand red. Just to contort yourself even more. Do you know what's great? What? In the opposite corner. I'm done!
You're so Jesus.
Chaos.
Chaos. Alrighty, so for spin number 10, my final fucking spin, I got Right Hand Red, and I decided to go with Chlamydia. Now, I always had the intention of pulling out the big book to fit with the Chlamydia prompt, and it just so happened that it worked out this way, so let's see what book I'll be reading. Alrighty, so I'll move over so we don't have to see Ash's butt. I'm just gonna pull out one of my big books.
You don't want to see my butt?
Do you want to see Ash's butt? He's having a look on the classic shelf. So, let's see where you're gonna fit. I'm gonna go all the way down here. Ooh, one flew out at me. Dear sweet Jesus. Oh! I got the Mammoth Hunters by Jean M. Orwell, I think. So I won't be reading this because it's further in the series, so I'll be rereading the first one, which is Clan of the Cave Bear. So Clan of the Cave Bear is over 500 pages, so that's what we're reading. Interesting. I really wanted to reread this for the longest time so then I could continue on with the rest of the series. If I start reading it and find that I'm already too familiar with it, then I will just continue on to the second book instead. But I figured I would need a refresher, so yeah. Alrighty, so like I said, I will be reading Clan of the Cave Bear by Jean M. Owl. I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't really remember anything about it, but I'm really interested in continuing on with the series. I think there's about 6 books in it now.
Oh wow.
And they're all chunky, but I really enjoyed it. I just need a little bit of a refresher before I go into the next ones, which will be kind of ironic if I reread this and then don't read the next ones for the next couple of years. But like I said, if I get partway through this and I'm like, oh, I remember this story, like no biggie, then I'll just jump on to the second book, which is The Valley of Horses. So yeah, so these are the books that Twister has kindly chose for us, I will be buying a new spinner and or doing it on my phone next month, just because we've cleared the board on yellow both in January and this month. So I think there's something a little sus going on.
It's cursed.
Yeah.
It is possessed by some form of yellow devil.
The thing is, it's not always like, yes, I had 3 left-hand yellows in a row, but occasionally the yellows will be like right hand or left foot or right foot. So it's never a consistent thing aside from my triple this time round. But we didn't have that last time. Let us know in the comments your thoughts and prayers. I'm also very thankful to Ash to not passing off any of my punishments. That does mean that he has to read 4 books because he has 8. But there's some, I feel pretty confident that you'll be able to get through those 4 at least.
Yeah, for sure.
And yes, but I appreciate you not passing on.
Yeah, no, like
any punishments. At my current reading pace with masters, oh my god, I have masters. Oh no. Oh no.
We could end up with a book buying.
I'm going on a book buying man in April.
Oh no, there's so many good books coming out in April.
I'll just have to wait till May.
Oh dear.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
You're crying.
I know I'm crying. Fuck. Alrighty, now that I've had that depressing realization, again, let me know in the comments any thoughts, prayers, and anything to get me
Words
through.
of encouragement.
I'ma need it. Like, fucking hell. I have 2 books that are over 500 pages. I have 2 non-fiction. But honestly, let us know in the comments how your March TBR is looking. Do you want to do any buddy reads with Ash or myself? And out of the books that we have, please, no extras.
Yes.
And what's your most exciting book that you want to get to? If you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess and occasionally that mess, feel free to subscribe. And we'll hopefully see you in our next video. Bye.